Discipline can change a poor man's life. At 4, while the entire city was sleeping, a young man stood outside a small tea stall, shivering in the cold. His pockets were empty, his shoes were gone, and his stomach hadn't felt a full meal in 2 days. He looked at the bright buildings around him and whispered to himself, maybe people like me are born to suffer. No rich family, no connections, no degree, no money, and no one coming to save him. Every day felt like a punishment. Every dream felt too expensive. But one night, something happened that changed his life forever. Not luck, not money, not motivation. It was one painful habit: discipline. And this poor man used discipline to build a life no one thought he could have. This story might change how you see your own life. His name was Arjun. He grew up in a small village where electricity would disappear for hours, and food was never guaranteed. His father worked as a daily wage laborer, his mother cleaned houses. Some nights his parents would pretend they already ate dinner, just so Arjun could eat the last piece of bread. Imagine watching your parents sacrifice their hunger for you. That pain stays forever. At school, he was mocked for wearing the same uniform every day. His classmates laughed at his broken shoes. Teachers ignored him because they believed poor students never become successful. Eventually, Arjun dropped out of college because he couldn't pay fees. He moved to the city hoping life would change. But reality hit harder. He worked at construction sites, delivered food, cleaned tables at restaurants, worked 14 hours a day, and still remained broke. One night he sat on a footpath crying silently. He looked around and thought, is this all my life will ever be? That night, an old security guard sitting nearby noticed him crying. The old man asked, "Why are you crying?" Arjun replied, "Because hard work is useless. Poor people stay poor." The old man smiled and said something that hit Arjun deeply. Hard work without discipline is like pouring water into a broken bucket. Arjun stayed silent. The guard continued, "You don't need more motivation, you need daily discipline. Wake up early. Learn a skill. Save money. Stop wasting time complaining. Repeat it every day." That conversation changed everything. The next morning, Arjun woke up at 5 a.m., not because he wanted to, but because he promised himself his life had to change. He started reading free books in public libraries. He learned communication skills through free YouTube videos. He saved every rupee he could. While others spent money on parties, he invested in learning. While friends laughed at him for saying no to distractions, he stayed focused. For 2 years, his life looked boring from outside. Wake up early, work, learn, sleep, repeat. No vacations, no expensive clothes, no showing off, only discipline. There were days he wanted to quit, days he felt exhausted, days he saw no progress. But he kept going because he knew pain of discipline hurts less than pain of regret. One day, a company was hiring for an entry-level office role. Arjun applied. During the interview, they asked, "Why should we hire someone with no degree?" Arjun answered, "Because while others were sleeping, complaining, and wasting time, I was building myself every single day." The interviewer was impressed. He got the job. Years later, he kept improving his skills, got promotions, started a small side business, then another and another. Eventually, the same boy who once slept hunger bought a house for his parents. His mother cried when she entered her own home. His father touched the walls with trembling hands. And Arjun said, "This house was built from your sacrifices and my discipline." That moment made every painful day worth it. Most people think success belongs to talented people, or rich people, or lucky people. That's a lie. Success often belongs to people who can stay disciplined when life gets hard. Motivation disappears, feelings change, people leave. But discipline keeps moving forward, even when nobody believes in you, even when progress feels invisible, even when life feels unfair. Your current situation does not decide your future. Your daily habits do. One disciplined year can completely change your life. Right now, there's someone watching this who feels stuck. Maybe you're broke, maybe your family is struggling, maybe you feel life is unfair. But remember this, being born poor is not your fault. Dying without trying to change your life is your decision. Start small, wake up earlier, learn something valuable, save money, stay consistent. And one day, the people who ignored your struggle will admire your success. If this story inspired you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. I choose discipline because your success story could be the next one the world talks about.